In this tutorial, we're going to go over some of the print options. So open up your Set MM template and save it as Print Tutorial. In the status bar, we're going to turn off our object snap and our dynamic input. So you can see my object snap is on, so I'm going to turn that off. And we're going to enter our world coordinate system. So in the View tab, I'm going to click on World Coordinate System. And we're going to draw a rectangle. So get back into the Home tab. Do a rectangle. We're going to start our rectangle at the coordinate 0, 0. And we're going to create a rectangle that is exactly the dimension of our paper. So we're going to do the dimension option, and the length of our rectangle is going to be 297. And the width or the height is going to be 210. And then we need to select that it's up instead of down. So we're going to click here. So that's the size of our paper. So you can see I'm scrolling in and out using the wheel of my mouse, but that is the size of our paper. All right, so now we're going to draw a circle. And we're going to zoom all. So Z enter, A enter, and draw a circle that is outside of our paper. So we're going to draw a circle that's radius 50, and the center point is 350, 100. And the radius is 50. So you can see the circle is outside of our paper. So now we're going to zoom all again. All right, so the printing, you can print different methods, and these simple shapes will allow us to visualize the different methods. So we're going to go up to the application button and go down to print and then to plot. And this will allow us to set up these different options. So the first thing that we want to do is to choose a printer. Now the type of printer that you have will depend on the border that you have. So these things can be a little different for you as for me, depending on what type of printer that you have. All right, the next thing we want to do is to click the Fit to Paper. So we always want to fit ours to paper unless we're printing to scale, which we do a lot for engineering drawings. But for now, we're going to fit to paper. And then we're going to select what we want to plot. We're going to plot extents. So that plots everything that's drawn. So everything that's drawn, it will print. And then we're going to center the plot. So we're going to click on that one. And then we're going to hit the preview. So you can see this is a preview of the print, and it's going to print everything that we've drawn, the rectangle and the circle. So now we'll exit the preview. So let's exit the preview, and it'll get us back to this print plot window. So let's do something different. Let's plot the display and see if there's any difference. And do a preview. Well, there's a little difference, right? Because we're displaying much more than what the extents is. We're seeing more than just the rectangle and the circle. So it's printing more than that. All right, so we'll exit the preview. So you can see we're plotting this space over here and this space over here when we plot the display. So everything that's shown will be printed in the display. All right, next we'll print the limits. Now the limits is your paper. So the only thing that will get printed is what's inside your paper or your limits. So let's preview that. All right, that makes sense. Your rectangle defines your paper size, and so only the rectangle gets printed. So we'll exit this. There's one more option, and that is plot window. So it allows you to print a selected window. So let's select that and preview that. So it's what you would expect. It's what I chose. All right, let's cancel the plot window. And now I'm going to pan this window over a little bit. So I'm going to pan it this way. And I'm going to redo all those plots to see what the difference is. Now, which ones do you think are going to be different? So I'm going to center plot again. Do you think the display will be different? I think that one's going to be different for sure, because we're seeing different things. Do you think the extents will be different? I don't think that'll be different, because the extents is the extents. What about the limits? No, the limits won't be different, because that's your paper. That doesn't change. All right, so let's cancel that. In the next part of the tutorial, we'll talk about scale and exporting to different formats.